Hey, there I am. I'm live. Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm the director of the Island Free Library, and we are at the library today live. We have all the librarians here today working, and we thought we would visit with you and tell you a little bit about what's going on here at the library and give you a few updates. So I'm starting in this new room that we devised, and it's a tiny room. It's the side entrance. Some of you may know this room, right? This is where you come in when you park in the back. We put some curtains up, and we put a table in here and some chairs, and we're gonna let people start to come in this room, and you can book it. It's a little bit of a private meeting room. So if something isn't working for you outside of the building and you need to have a little more privacy or a little bit quieter, you can call us and book this room. So this is our first step in meeting needs space. So I'm in it. I'm testing it out. It's sort of fun when we did this room. We all sort of were like, can I work in there? That's a nice little room. So it's a nice little room, and come work in here if you need to. I want to give you a couple of updates, and then I'm going to go into the building, and we're going to go in together and say hi to some of the staff, and then we're going to end in Miss Morgan's room. She's our youth services librarian. We're going to end with her, and she's going to talk about some new books we got in, and I don't know what else she's going to talk about, something. So let me just start by, I'd like to remind everyone that we are a fine-free library. So that means there are no fines on any of your overdue materials. And if fines accumulate or if we forget to get rid of your fines, just remind us and we waive fines for our materials for items that have been returned. We do have to charge you for books that you lose or books that get ruined or any material that gets lost or ruined or material that isn't ours. But for our material that the Island Free Library owns, and you have to, for whatever reason you return it late, we are fine free. So understand that piece, okay? We are fine free library. Please know that the book drops were closed during shelter in place and at the beginning of COVID, but they are open now, so you can use the book drops. Here's the piece I need you to understand. That we are recommended, and I am requiring, as it has been recommended to me, I am requiring for our staff to quarantine materials for 72 hours after they've been returned to the library. Okay, so you bring something back to the library, we put it on a table for 72 hours, okay? That means it's still going to be on your library card after you brought it back. Right? So you're going to see it and you're going to say, I returned that item, right? We know you returned it. We're working on getting it checked in for your safety, for our safety, for everyone's health and well-being. We are quarantining materials upon return for 72 hours. Okay, so let's piece all those things together. You put something in the book drop, we quarantine it. You bring something here, we quarantine it. Remember, we're fine free. So, you're fine. Don't worry. Please, don't worry. What we want you to do is read, right? We want you to read. We want you to borrow our stuff. We want you to enjoy it. We want you to share it with your family. So yes, due dates are important. Often there are people waiting for the items that you have out. Please stick to those due dates as much as possible. But no, you are not fined for late materials at our library, okay? And things that are coming in are quarantined for 72 hours. Really important, and please spread that word. Like if you hear people saying, yeah, well, they didn't check my stuff in. Correct, we did not check your stuff in. That is for everyone's safety. That is recommended from the feds to the state and now required by me, okay? So that's on my list. Next on my list is we're functioning. We are what we consider as open as we're going to get this summer. We are running an outside library. We are available for checkout of material, reader's advisory, reference questions, copy printing, faxing, scanning. We have notary service going on. We are greeting you at the front door and greeting you at the kids' takeout window, the kids' garden takeout window. And so this is how we're functioning this summer. So please, please, please respect our parking. Okay, people need to be able to park here. Please do not park in front and go shopping. Do not park in back and go to your job. Do not do that. Please, please, please have respect for your fellow library patrons. They need to be able to park and visit with us and do their job, do whatever we need to do for them. They need to be able to park and get on our Wi-Fi. They need to be able to park and pick up their print job. Please, front and back parking. And that is in effect whether we're open outside or closed outside, right? That is 24-hour library parking. So the best example I have for that is that people park and then need to come use the Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi is on 24 hours a day. So that is always library parking. Don't think, oh, the building's not open, I can park there. And please don't think, oh, they're not doing anything, I can park there. Not true. People use our parking for library services and activities all the time, whether they're logging onto the Wi-Fi in the middle of the night or they're coming through town and returning a book. They need to be able to park in library parking spaces. So please, 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 we're asking you to respect that, to understand that, and to understand why it's always library parking. No matter when, not just during open hours, always, always, always parking is for library users only, okay? And library users at that time. You can't be like, well, I used the library yesterday, I'm gonna park there, right? You know what I'm saying. It's for people using the library at that time. Please reserve those spaces for them. I'd like to say thank you to everyone. Wow, Block Island, you cleaned out your bookshelves this winter, and thanks. We are having a great time selling books. And it's so important to us this year as the budget gets tighter, and we're not even through budget season. We don't know how it'll end up, how really tight that budget will be. So we are selling the books you have donated to us or keeping them for the collection. That's always a decision that we make. And you did a great job. We have tons of them. And I think it's time for us to say, stop, thank you, we can't take any more. When you go in here with me, you may see, I'm not sure what the camera will show, but we have tons and tons of books right now. So thank you. This is not, we're so happy you think of us and support us. And yes, that does help us in our mission with our work to be able to sell those books. But we have a lot right now. So thank you, no more, hold on to them, or do something else with them. Maybe put a table out at the end of your driveway. Maybe try to give them away to people, right? That's fun. People like that. That's, those little free libraries. We have one at the playground, so maybe do your own little free library with it. But really, please hold off on bringing us any more. We're a little bit overwhelmed with books. Because again, we have to quarantine them. So they're everywhere, right? We're quarantining books everywhere. So thank you, but we're full up. Okay, what else is on my list? I want to tell you when we're open. We're open Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Thursdays from 5 to 7 p.m. And open again is outside of the building, right? We're not letting people in the building yet. We are meeting you outside. Miss Morgan meets you at the kids' garden takeout window, and the staff meets adults at the front entrance. And what do we do at those entrances? Pretty much everything we do when you come to the front desk, right? So just think of, hey, Maisie, just think of us as out there. We are, again, reader's advisory, teaching you how to use the card catalog, checking materials out to you, retrieving your copy, scan, fax, email jobs, and our notary is back in the building, so we have notary services. So come and visit, right? This outside library, I want to make sure everybody really gets clear on this and understands what we're doing out there. We have tables and chairs out there. We have free magazines out there. We have touchless displays out there. We are doing everything we can to keep ourselves and our community safe, right? And by our community, I mean people that live here, as well as people that visit here, people that work here, as well as people that vacation here, right? We consider all of you our community. And we think this is the safest, best way to deliver library service to you this summer. And what I've been thinking about lately is that this is what we can do long term. We're not going to have to roll this back. This is safe. This is best. You have to trust us on this, right? We went to a ton of library meetings all winter about how to deliver library programs and library services. We're doing a great job at this. You want to know what's happening in other libraries in the country? They're letting people in, but there's no furniture. You cannot sit down. You have to make appointments. You cannot stay long. There is no magazines. There is no newspapers. There is no visiting, right? That is not what we wanted to do. That's not who we are and not what we wanted to do. We're so proud of our library program because you can sit. We probably have the most seating in any library across Rhode Island right now because I spent money. Don't tell Amy Land, she doesn't have the bill yet. But I spent money on outdoor furniture. We have umbrellas, we have tables, we have chairs, we have displays out there, we have computers out there. We are keeping everything wiped down and clean between use. Nobody's doing that in Rhode Island. There is not a Rhode Island library where you can go in and sit down. That is not happening in Rhode Island. It's happening here on Block Island. You can come here and sit down and enjoy. Okay, so really important for us for you to understand how we're functioning and again, why we're functioning like that. We are functioning like that because we know, we have learned that masking up, keeping our distance, staying outside is what's best for everyone's health. So that's what we're doing and why we're doing it. It's best for our staff and it's best for you out there. So we're doing it through July. I haven't made a decision with the trustees about August, but I'm thinking about doing it through August. And I'm thinking about that because I want to be ready to welcome the kids into the building when school starts up and welcome the community into the building as the weather changes. So that's that. I made a couple notes about that. Let me make sure I said everything the safest manner possible for everyone, visitors, residents, and staff. We're continuing to do this. And you know what I wrote? It's fun. It's kind of fun. So, kinda, right? You shouldn't say kinda when you're live on TV. That is not proper English, everyone. But it's fun, right? So, and that's really important. That's really important for me to make sure my staff is having a fun time and to make sure my community is having a fun time. So, come visit, come check us out. That's a library joke. Check us out. And see what I'm talking about. If you haven't been to outdoor services, please do. Now, let me say one caveat on that. Why we're still, what else we're doing. We're still doing a lot of virtual programming. We know not everybody is comfortable coming outside of their home. Maybe you can't. Maybe you're 102 years old. Maybe you're 99 years old. Maybe you don't feel well, right? We don't want you to come out of your home if you don't feel well. Maybe it's too crowded for you in town. Maybe you have anxiety about it. That's okay too, right? Judy, when we go inside, Judy's going to talk about her delivery service, the bookmobile service that she runs. We will deliver to you. We are offering curbside pickup and we are doing virtual programs. So somewhere in there, we hope we're meeting your library needs, whether in person, through virtual, or curbs, right, or a bookmobile delivery. We're going to work with you to meet your needs. What was I going to say about that? Let me tell you what we're doing virtually. I'll go through this list. It's been in the Block Island Times for the past 2 weeks. I hope you saw this ad. They did a great ad for us. Let me talk about it real quick. On Mondays, Miss Morgan, the Youth Services Librarian, releases a STEM Monday at-home science video, and that's science, technology, engineering, and math. That's what STEM is. She releases an at-home activity on STEM on Mondays. She does story time. She releases story time twice a week at 4 p.m. It's traditional story time delivered virtually, and that is on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. She does Imagine Your Story with Miss Morgan. That's part of our summer reading program experience. Imagine Your Story is the theme for summer reading program this summer, and she releases that every Friday. And I am live every day at 3 p.m. those are all on our YouTube channel, right? That's YouTube. Although we're on Facebook right now, and we haven't been able to go live on Facebook, but we're testing that, and I think I'm out there live. It seems like I am. So we're testing that, and we'll let you know. But for now, these are YouTube programs. The last one is me every day live at 3 p.m. I read a short story for adult listeners. Those are adult themes, adult language. I diversify the author, the genre, what I'm reading. And if you tune into that program every day at 3, it's a little bit of a check-in with the library and a check-in with each other. It was a way for us to stay connected during shelter in place, and it's a way for us to continue to stay connected as COVID continues. We will continue these YouTube programs. I'm going to tell you 2 more programs that we're doing, and we're so grateful to the Senior Advisory Committee, to Gloria Redlick, who is the coordinator for the Senior Advisory Committee, and she has revitalized Memoir Group, which is a Zoom meetup every other Wednesday, and the alternate Wednesdays in there is another Zoom group, and we're doing book group through Zoom, and they are reading The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates. And that, we had a first meeting 2 Wednesdays ago. This Wednesday was Memoir. The Wednesday before was an introduction to The Water Dancer. So really, if you come next Wednesday, we'll be beginning to dig into Water Dancer. They're doing a slow contextual read of Water Dancer. So we're reading it in chunks together and talking about it in chunks. So those are 2 Zoom events. You do need to pre-register for those so that we send you the link to the Zoom. And the last thing that's on my list, so I told you the hours that we're here in person. And every Tuesday in person at the Kids Garden takeout window, Miss Morgan hands out Take and Make Tuesday kits, and they're available to the first come first served basis. And she's done some really cute stuff with that. I saw my neighbor's kids the other day. I loved it. They were wearing we gave out superhero masks and capes, and they were running around the yard in that kit. And that's a great librarian moment when you see that happening. All right, that is my list. I think Miss Morgan will talk about summer reading program. I could, but I'm going to leave that for her. And so let's go inside. Let's say hi to Jude, and we're not going to say hi to everybody today. They're a little camera shy, but we're going to get them on here and make sure you get connected with everybody here at the library. Working so hard to do this library service. So let's go in for a second. So this is what I meant by we got books. This is what I meant by please no more book donations. Woo, we got books. But here's Jude. Hi, Jude.
Hi.
Where are you, Jude? Let me see. Oh, there you are. Hi, Jude.
I'm behind the skin.
Yeah. So people should know we're really safe inside with each other. We wear our masks, and we got hand sanitizer everywhere, and we're pretty good with each other. And so we're in a space right now that the staff all comes through. So we do try to wear our masks in here. And Jude, what do you want to say about Bookmobile?
Well, Bookmobile is available to all if they want to call me. I'll be more than happy to drop a book, movies, magazines, whatever you want, off to your home. I'll put it outside your door. I'll call you before I come. But you need to call me at 466-3233 to let me know that you want something.
Great.
Okay?
Yeah, that's the library phone number, 466-3233. and a little bit of idea of what they like.
Right.
Jude's a pretty good picker, and she'll bring you a variety, and then whatever you keep, she'll check out to you and bring the rest back.
Sometimes people like Patterson, some people like Woods. You know, it depends on what you're
puzzles,
games,
magazines, all kind. We'll bring you whatever. So please use that service.
Right.
And Judy, right now, Judy and I know I'm getting shaky. It's because I'm walking now. But Judy and Susanna are checking in Interlibrary Loan, which is up and running. So you can make requests, and we'll get them in. And Susanna, tell me about Water Dancer.
I was really surprised at how much I really loved it. I thought I was going to have a problem with the magical realism because of the subject matter of slavery, but the author really won me over. And I listened to it, actually, because the system has it audible, or not audible, but the system has it, as well as in the book form, but now I'm going to be reading it because I'm in the book group with Gloria and other Islanders.
Excellent.
And we've had people say how much they liked that story. At first they didn't think they were going to get into it,
right?
But they love it.
And now they want to be in the book group.
Right.
Because they loved it that much.
And so I just did a quick update on the book group. The book group it's really okay to start next week because we haven't dug in that much yet. Right. And so that's next Wednesday, and again at 1, and give us a heads up so we can send you that Zoom link. And I just want people to know what Susanna said. So we have it here in Playaway, although I might take that one home. We have it in audiobook, and we have one you can read. So we have copies of that available.
And the voice actor is really phenomenal, and the singing of the Black spiritual songs, it is just so worth. It was so worth listening to it. But again, now I want to actually read it too.
Excellent. All right, so that's book club. Thanks, guys. I'm trying not to say guys. No, that's totally something I'm trying to change up in my life. And so now we have moved through the building, and here's Miss Morgan.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Morgan. So I gave them a pretty good rundown, but I left summer reading program for you.
Okay.
And I think you're going to talk about books.
Yes,
yeah.
I am.
How would you like me to sit? You want me to sit and hold it, or what would you like me to do?
Sure, that's fine.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. I'm really excited to show you some of the new books that we've just gotten in. I pulled out a few for my younger kids, my older kids, my teens that I wanted to show you. And we have a lot more that I have available if you want to check out. My window is open. I've been having fun.
You have had people there today.
I have.
I know. Should we go? Oh, just do a peek out the window because it's so cute and so fun. So we have, we have chairs, we have the balance beam out, and we have a story walk that comes back to that spot.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, we keep adding stuff, so make sure you come check it out.
Yeah.
We keep jazzing it up for you.
Yeah, we had great comment today, didn't we, about maybe a tent or a fort. So you never know.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show you some of the new books that we have. These are for my younger kids. Here's one called Freedom Soup. And then for all my animal-loving kids, here's one called Being Frog, which looks really cool. Now this one is a true story called The Oldest Student, and this is about Mary Walker, and she was 114 years old when she learned how to read. How amazing is that?
Really?
So that is really cool. And this one is called Anna and Samia, and it is about saving the black rhino. So we have a little fiction and a nonfiction in there for you. And then I've got some new graphic novels in to show you. If anyone read the Kids Reading Across Rhode Island pick last year, which was Sanity and Tallulah, this is the sequel to it. We also have the first one if you haven't read it. That's a great series if you want to check that out. Here's another, this is not a graphic novel, this is just a regular chapter book called A Home for Goddesses and Dogs. Don't you love that cover? I love that cover. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. I like the title.
Yes, I know. And we have a couple, this is the third book in this series. This is Knights versus the End. And we do have the first two, if you want to check those out. And then here's another graphic novel to show you called Urban Legends. Because I know you all love your graphic novels. And then here's a cool nonfiction book we got in. On Your Mark, Get Set, Gold. Talks all about the sports from the Summer Olympics. I know we're not watching Summer Olympics happen this year, but it's got some really cool facts in there if you want to check that out. And then also for my teens, this is a graphic nonfiction biography called Almost American Girl. And here's a graphic novel called Banned Book Club. That looks really interesting. I've got a whole stack of books I'm getting ready to read. And here is one called Dark and Deepest Red. These are all new on our shelf, and we have more as well on our shelves for you that I'd love to show you. If you want to, you can email me, call me, you can come to the window. I can show you all the new books that we have. And I did want to talk for a minute about the summer reading program, because you can still sign up anytime. It runs till August 17th. We have our own website. It's called Island Free Library, all one word, .beanstack.org. And you can sign up right on the home page there. There's a challenge for kids up to 12. There's a challenge for teens, and there's also a challenge for adults. So everyone's welcome. You have plenty of time to get all that reading in and earn some prizes. So I'd love to see some more people signing up. If you have any questions, let me know. I can always help you sign up or log your reading. And I hope to see you at the window soon.
Thanks, Miss Morgan. I'm so glad she talked about the summer reading program and getting in contact with her. So now you know you can get in contact with all of us, right? Judy will help with Bookmobile. Miss Morgan's here for youth services, and we're here for adult services as well. If you want to do something in advance, you can email us at islandfreelibrary@gmail.com. is gmail.com. And we'll put together your request, or if you have any questions, or if you want to send us your print job. We got lots going on, but we're so happy you spent today with us and some time with us, and we hope you like our update, and we hope to see you soon. Bye, everybody. Peace.